So the general area of considering light is sometimes referred to as radiometry, which is the idea of measurement of light. And the first term that we talk about is the radiance, okay? So the radiance is always some light that is being carried by a ray, or sort of, you can think of coming off of something or out of something. In a minute, we're going to talk about the irradiance, which is the amount of light falling on something. All right? So the radiance is sort of energy, as it says, is energy carried by a ray. And what I want you to do think about is, assume there's like this little patch out here that's of a sort of a fixed angle that's observed down here at some point. And this angle, this little patch we'll call d omega. All right? So radiance is measured as power, the amount of energy per unit area. But the area is measured perpendicular to the source. So if this is our little area here, okay, but our light source is over here, we'll make our little sun there, okay, and this is a little patch of the sun, what we actually have to think about is the area perpendicular to that ray. And so because it's perpendicular, we measure, this is going to be a little weird, we measure the amount of radiance in this funny unit called watts per square meter. So that part's okay, right? It's watts per, you can imagine watts per square meter of that little disk. But it's per what's called steradian. What's a well, you know what a radian is, right? A radian is a measure of angle. A steradian is a measure of solid angle, right? So this is this little cone, this is a cone funneled out, right? And the steradian is the amount of angular area of that cone, okay? Because if I had some big sort of extended source here, you'd have to integrate over all of this different area, but we're only going to use this little delta omega patch. And like I said, in a minute we'll simplify this whole thing. But just this idea is that the energy that's coming from that thing is a function of, so I have to think about how much light is falling on my area as a function of the amount of different area that I can see up there, right? So one is the area down here, and the other is the amount of the source that I can see, and that's measured in steradians because it's the solid angle.